Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Good news. It's time for the second episode of the third season of Babylon 5. This one's called Convictions, my friends, and the one strong conviction I have is how fantastic this show is. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and somehow I found myself on the way to 10K. So any subs whatsoever, friends, are greatly appreciated. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time for Convictions, the second episode of the third season of Babylon 5. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Right, Star Furies, right into it. What do we got?
We hear you have recent visitation by Drazi higher being.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Appeared in garden, we hear. Droshala lights the way.
That's awesome.
Zach, do me a favor and explain the missionary position to these folks.
Mike, come on.
We touch to share your blessing.
Nice.
You see that plant over there? Now that was in the garden when your people saw this Drabawa.
Droshala.
Jeff would have never gotten these wrong.
We don't know what it means, but 3 anonymous messages have come into CNC in the last 3 hours.
Oh, great shot.
The first one said chaos is 4 hours away. The second one came an hour later and said chaos is 3 hours away.
Chaos. Where are we? Something's flashing in there.
The Babylon Project was our last.
Wow, it was like a trap. Thing like slapped down. Hell yeah. Chills.
The place?
Babylon 5. Certain people rotate and certain people don't. Mike and Susan rotate. So does Veer. So does Zach. So does Jakar. We'll just put a pin in that. Do they share anything? Probably not, but that's how paranoid I am. Let's see what they have for us, what JMS has for us in Convictions. Hey, guys.
Hello. I'm Brother Theo.
Hey, Brother Theo. Boy, Franklin is putting in some overtime.
Any progress? We found 2 more bodies. That's 4 dead so far.
Great shot. Great shot.
Got any idea what happened?
No, not yet. Place is full of old pipe.
You got that call. Chaos.
The thing is, 9 times out of 10, you got a bomb, you got a political statement. There's nothing down here worth blowing up. Should know a little more when the forensic team gets through.
Boy, I tell you what, if you had had a second bomb there, you could have killed some very important people.
We have applied to Earth Dome for permanent resident status on Babylon 5. The documents and permissions from Archbishop Francis are all right there.
How many?
Yes. We've studied Babylon 5 very carefully.
Okay.
It's perfect for our needs.
Which are?
Nothing of all these other races on distant worlds. Would he abandon them or reveal himself in some other way? God goes by many names.
You're here for Kosh.
We've come here to learn all those names.
Oh.
With all the aliens who come through Babylon 5, we can accomplish our task in 4 or 5 decades. We are used to being patient.
We're not.
We're prepared to earn our keep by providing services to others. I've chosen my companions carefully.
Describe.
They're highly sought-after experts in computer research, biogenetics, physics, chemistry, engineering.
With all due respect.
Really? Hey, you know what? If they're a bunch of skilled people, maybe they could be an asset?
Come here.
Oh my gosh. Guy's been in 1,000 things.
Yeah, we haven't been able to find anything around here that could have caused this naturally.
Bomb?
Bomb.
Here goes my vacation.
There goes my vacation.
Well, she did, I did, and here I am. You should have seen the look on her face, let me tell you.
Wasn't that the guy whose great-great-grandfather got abducted?
I have been diagnosed with Netter's syndrome. Since I have only 7 days to live, I thought I would return home to put my affairs in order before the end. Apparently, it's passed by physical contact. I will do penance later.
For the lie, yeah. Oh, he's here for Delenn. Okay, he's not going anywhere.
Delenn, how was your journey?
Oh, Londo. Oh my God!
Dropping pressure door.
No! No! He threw Londo in. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We won't know until we get him in the med lab. He was hit pretty badly.
You'll give him the best of care. He saved my life. He could have gone through and saved himself if he waited for me.
He's a hero. Son of a bitch, JMS. Don't you dare do anything to that kid.
Our tests indicate that the bomb contained a highly explosive form of deuterium nitrate. Concentrated explosive similar to plastique. It's available through several commercial manufacturers.
I've got Earth Central putting together a list of terrorist groups that might be expanding their range of operations.
Great shot.
We received several anonymous calls at CNC just before the first explosion. All they said was chaos is coming.
Yeah, well, we've got plenty of that, all right. Until this is over, I want halls cleared of groups larger than 10. There's no point in providing easy targets. Now, whoever's responsible, I want them found and found fast.
This could also be what they want.
Any
Oh,
idea
buddy.
how long he will remain unconscious?
Not yet. He was hit pretty hard. Hairline fracture of the skull and shoulder, concussion. The only thing that saved his life was the external bone structure covering the anterior lobe.
The explosion that almost killed your captain was caused by a Centauri.
That was an isolated incident, and there's no reason to believe it had anything to do with this.
Oh, no, of course not. I suppose we've had a convention of mad bombers arrive here at the station. From now on, I must remember to check the Babylon 5 social calendar more often.
Jakar.
Go, Jakar.
It's perfectly obvious to anyone that the nuns are responsible for these attacks.
Oh, for God's sakes.
There's nothing political about the truth, Captain. As you will discover soon enough.
Okay.
You've got a bomb 9 times out of 10. Someone's trying to send you a message. And what we've got to do is figure out what the message means and who's trying to send it.
Or if it's that 1 out of 10.
Can help them to come around. Oh, I can't help everything else that is going on. But talking, that I can do.
Kid saved your life, Londo.
If I were in your position, I am sure that you would do the same for me.
He probably would.
Neither of us were in your position. There would not be the need for anyone to do anything.
Just keep talking, Londo.
I heard a joke today.
Let's hear it.
How many Centauri does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one. But in the great old days of the Republic, hundreds of servants would change 1,000 light bulbs at our slightest whim.
Please wake up, kid.
I'm going to take a break now and wait for you to talk.
Ah.
If you don't, I will just start talking again. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
Great shot. God, they better not do anything to this kid, man. Woo, you guys are going to see. Ugh. I don't want to think about that.
We've been looking for political agendas. So far, all of his targets have been general. He's been striking out at people randomly.
And you guys reacted in a specific way.
Maybe that's the message.
Chaos.
When we dug into it, we found out the same batch of explosives were used in a series of bombs on Proxima 3. Little creep gets around.
Proxima 3.
Run a check on all the ships that have come in from
Proxima 3, yep.
He might just be sticking around afterward to see the results firsthand.
That's a good thought. We should go over the security camera records for a period of 2 or 3 hours after the bombings.
Of heads, you can't just tell it to search all the recordings and look for the same face. We're talking pure human instinct. We've got to be detailed.
Chief, I think I know just the people.
Oh, yeah. Brother Theo's group. Wonder how long he's been there. Oh, Londo, I love you, buddy.
Excuse me.
Fallen so far.
I have an errand to take care of. I will be back soon.
I am terrified they're going to do something to him.
It's not going to be very easy. You've got people going and coming.
That's all, then?
Well, yes, then
We'll
need
call you as soon as we have him. Good day.
These guys could be a huge asset if they're on the up and up. Oh boy.
Never mind. I'll wait for the next one.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I think Londo's hurt. I tell you what, this guy's getting around with these bombs.
Explosion blew out most of Red 15. We can't even get down there. I think there might be 10, maybe 20 people still left in the hallway.
That was a great shot, and I think they superimposed something beneath it to make it look like that area was cut out. Really imaginative. Very good job. Careful, careful, careful. We don't know how stable this thing is.
Green 2. Green 2.
Londo, it's not working, bud.
Is there anyone out there?
There's somebody in here.
There's no one there. It would appear that...
Hasn't said a word to him.
I would point out to you that this door is extremely hot. There is a very good chance there is a fire out there.
Okay.
The smoke and the heat will eventually make it impossible to breathe. And we will die in here.
He's okay with that.
There is no telling when help will come. Unless
None.
we get ourselves out of here on our own, we'll probably die here. So we must work together.
Oh, no, no, no. That's not happening.
What do you mean, no?
No.
Jakar's okay with dying.
I would much rather see you dead. You forget the terms of our surrender. The penalty for the killing of any
500.
I don't have to do anything. And I still get to watch you die.
It's the Batman principle. I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either.
Believe it. Ow!
Great laugh.
You are mad, do you know that? We're in here! Can anyone hear us?
I hear you.
In here!
Great laugh. Fantastic. One of the hardest things to do in acting is have a legitimately infectious laugh that seems unforced. Great.
At sight of every explosion, just watching.
That's him. Glasses.
Match found. Subject Robert J. Carlson. Hired by Engineering and Station Maintenance Division. 11 January 2260.
Just Londo and me. Not many fishes left.
I don't think I've ever experienced a better collection of characters. Unreal.
Captain, what have we got? According to his personnel file, he's
Great camera work in this one, too.
acting according to his supervisor. He hasn't been able to keep his mind on his job.
Now we know why.
Yeah.
Be careful, this place isn't rigged to blow.
Look, we're gonna play this by the book.
Or
Holding a dead man's switch. Anything happens to me, anybody tries to rush the door, and you've got an explosion big enough to blow the whole station. Is Sheridan out there?
Yes.
I want you in here, Captain.
okay.
What are you doing? You heard him. You can buy some time. You can figure out what he's up to.
20 seconds.
John, you got guts.
That's no good. Stick it inside your shirt, he's gonna find it.
Well, where do you suggest I put it?
Meh.
Whatever the hell you do, you don't let anyone page the captain. You hear me?
Confirmed.
Nice. Little detail that was super cool.
Move away from the door.
He might not be there.
I wanted to make sure we could talk privately.
You satisfied?
Oh, he's there. I know that actor, too.
As long as the trigger keeps transmitting, no boom. But if it stops...
I understand.
Like Susan said, there's always a boom.
Because if you don't, I'll let this go. And this whole place will go up in an explosion as bright as the sun.
Okay.
All right, listen, the guy just said something about an explosion bright as the sun, but the stuff he's got isn't capable of anything that big. I got a hunch.
Fuel.
G-team and check out the fusion reactor.
Yeah.
Security is not going to open fire if I am a hostage, so why bring other people into it?
Why not?
Ooh.
What are you saying?
Now look around!
Oh, good.
I'm simply an instrument of my time. People need to understand fear.
Nice job.
Do you?
He's not scared of you, bud.
My wife walked out on me. I lost my job, my apartment.
I wonder why, dude.
People walked all over me. Because they could. Because they like it when you are afraid. Well, it's nothing personal, Captain. It's just the times.
Wow, that guy's doing a really good job. Doing Manic and Mania really well.
I mean, how do I know there even is another bomb?
There is. Trust me. It's there.
Okay. It's where? Great graphics.
Okay, you're gonna have to try and move it out of there. This guy isn't a pro, so we probably didn't set it up with any vibration detectors. He was probably hoping we wouldn't find it until it was too late.
You sure about that?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, best guess.
Sit down. You're making me nervous.
I'd rather stand.
I said sit down!
Whoo! That was the Star Killer look.
Well, to hell with you. To hell with all of you! Yeah!
Go, John. Get your hand around that thing. We need to, like, put it on a Star Fury. Because we can't just toss it. It'll... Woo! Keep your hand around it, John. Great graphics for this. Nice, nice, nice.
No. It didn't.
John.
It's not fair!
Light him up.
What can I say? Life's tough sometimes.
That guy had a great scene. Wow. Be careful, he could have bombs everywhere.
Check out the area in case he left any surprises behind.
Yeah, everybody else okay?
Yeah, I think so. They're still clearing out the debris from the last explosion, but they think they got everybody out.
Well, all but two. Oh, kid. Can we use the machine on him?
You know, I heard a joke a little while ago.
Huh.
But in the great old days...
The great old days of the Republic, hundreds of servants would leap to change 1,000 bulbs at your slightest whim.
Oh, kid.
How do you feel?
As though a great many heavy objects had fallen on me.
You're a hero, kid.
The Centaurum will probably want to give you a medal for this.
I should have stayed in the coma. I did what I did because all life is sacred.
That's right, kid.
There, you see? I'm going to live.
So it was said. It is an imperfect universe.
You can't win them all, Jakar.
Fanatic?
Murderer.
You are insane!
And that is why we'll win.
Ah.
I hate my life.
So do I.
Great shot. Oh, great shot. All right, everybody, we just finished watching the second episode of the third season of Babylon 5, Convictions. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching the second episode of the third season of Babylon 5, Convictions. Woo, the linear stuff scared me, friends. It scared me really bad because I know that, JMS doesn't pull any punches whatsoever. And this seemed like a time... This seemed like I got it. This okay. I'll explain to you what I was thinking during all of this, so you can understand why I was a little bit convinced that Lanier was going to go down. I was thinking that this would have been something to promote a kind of a redemptive arc for Londo, where he would be like, this kid sacrificed everything to save me. This might be a redemptive beat. That not something that in its entirety would cause Londo to second guess his course, or which he's already doing. But I thought that this might be something that could potentially, along with other kind of beats and things like that, add to some type of redemptive arc for Londo. Now, again, that's assuming there is a redemptive arc for Londo, and the only reason why I mention that is he's begun to kind of independently express some concern for his involvement, alliance, utilization of the Shadow. I mean, this episode was one of the finest that we had for camera work as well. I thought they did, and this I'm including in the production of this one, not only just like individual shots and camera work, but the CGI in this one I mean, they had things in here that we have not seen. These were not repurposed shots, especially like grabbing the bomb and putting it onto that kind of like rocket propelled skiff thing that it was on and sending it away from the station. All that was brand new as far as I know. I've never seen anything like it before, as far as like, shots that they could use again, like ships flying into Babylon 5, that type of stuff. I thought it was very interesting that they went their extra mile for that sequence. I thought that was really, really cool. And the guy that plays the security bomb specialist, I know him best as being Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. He's been in a million things. But again, that actor is incredibly good. He's not like, he's very good at what he's given. And I think that it's been sort of a travesty that he hasn't, to my knowledge, I haven't seen him in any like starring role type of stuff. And again, we're 30 years removed. I'm not even sure the status of the actor at this point, but I've never seen him in like a leading role, if that makes sense. And everything I've seen him in, he's always done a really good job. And it's like, when I see actors like that, I think to myself, man, oh man, they do such a great job, but they're just never given that like top billing. And I always think that that's, again, it's a loss. It's a loss to the audience. It's a loss to the actor himself and the entertainment industry. But I digress. The idea that we have that guy coming in as our bomb specialist on the security forces of Babylon 5. Now we have Jeff Conway. I mean, I love it. I love seeing actors that I respect and appreciate brought in and given at least something a little bit more meaty, like a role that they could, develop and potentially, grow into and experience and give, character beats too that come and originate with the actors, what I'm trying to stutter out. But, it's really good stuff like that. So I certainly hope we see him again, simply because and if they turn him evil, that's perfectly fine. If they turn Jeff evil, that's perfectly fine. It gives them more to work with and some more excuses to do their job and do their job well, which they both have always done as far as I've seen. So really, really good stuff. But we had the camera work was exquisite in this one. They had some incredible shots. I'm thinking of the shot at the end too, when they cut into the turbo lift or the elevator. We're looking in at them. The entire scene between G'Kar and Londo in the elevator, fantastic. Just fantastic. The laugh that G'Kar gave, one of the hardest things, many moons ago, when I was in an acting class, I had a teacher once say that a believable, infectious laugh is one of the hardest things to turn on and off, and one of the hardest things to portray either on the stage or the screen. Because if it's forced, it sounds forced. If it's not forced enough, it sounds weak, and it shouldn't be infectious. It's one of those things that there isn't really a sweet spot. There is one particular pitch for this, for it to work, and that was a pitch perfect laugh, a tip of the cap. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, if you ever need any more reinforcement that you're dealing with a core cast of incredible actors, look no farther than, just these small little beats that they're able to make look effortless. They are not effortless, but they make them look effortless. And I think that's really good. And I would say, too, that it's not a unfair assumption that our ambassadors are probably our heaviest hitters when it comes to acting. I'm not saying that Bruce Boxleitner or anybody else is, our Earth staff, basically. They're all very, very good actors. It's just that our ambassadors are incredible. And again, comparatively speaking, do we have moments and flashes where, Sheridan and Susan and Michael, and Franklin all kind of like rise to, absolutely. Franklin's been given a lot more to work with, I think, and we've seen a little bit more of what he's capable of. The ambassadors have had incredible storylines and thus have been able to really show a spectrum. I mean, you look at what Jakar has gone through and what Londo is currently, under the influence of the shadow. And obviously what Delenn has gone through, I think of the episode where she and Lanier went in and basically tended to the plague victims. And then whenever we come out, she falls into Sheridan, just completely grief-stricken. Again, I'm preaching to the choir. I know this, but it bears something that needs to be stated, because I think too often when we watch a show with really great actors, once we're like, oh man, these actors are great, you just assume it from that point forward. It's not. You have to be great every time you step in front of the camera for every scene, every episode, every season. And the consistency of utter acting class is just, it's head and shoulders over. The Expanse is up there too with, just the chops of being able to get in there and do those types of things. We've seen some really, really good acting in some of the shows that I've been watching, but none better. It might be some just as good as Babylon 5 that received the same type of strength of performance, but boy, oh boy, Babylon 5 is at the tip top with these ambassadors. They are hitting on all cylinders with just nuance, with the development of their characters, their interactions with one another, their maintaining of, emotional beats and kind of principles of practice for the character that is almost unheard of. You know what I mean? Like Jakar and Londo stuck in that elevator could have gone many different ways that would have been less believable. This, Jakar basically like saying, you know what, if I have to die, I get to watch you die too, and that is fantastic to me. That's amazing. An amazing character beat that we got to experience in real time, and then we got to see that incredible laughter by the actor as he absolutely turned it on to promote the point that of his character's acceptance of his own fate, provided he gets to see the end result of the fate of Londo. This is only something that you can get when you have characters that have bought in, actors that have bought in, a writer who has bought in, and a production team by these shots that they put in this episode have 100% bought in. Also, I wanted to say that I think the director for this one, his last name is Netters. I mean, I've seen it a million times. And what didn't Lanier say he had Netter syndrome? That had to be a callback to the director, which is like, he only has 7 days to live. That's usually the shoot time for an episode is 7 days. I think that's what all that was about. I might be completely speculating, but I think that was very interesting. That was a very nice little Easter egg tip of the cap to the director of this episode. Great stuff, friends. But this show just continues to entertain. It continues to tell a story that demands attention at every second. You cannot look away. I mean, I'm writing notes. Lanier almost dies. You know what I mean? Every second, every beat is purposeful in this show. And you can't say that about so many shows. And I'm not trying to cast fingers or just, compare and be like, oh, Babylon 5's better than everything. I wouldn't do that just because, being like a fanboy now of Babylon 5, there are facts, and Babylon 5 is doing things that I haven't seen done. And again, this is JMS. And like you all said, he writes the vast majority of all these episodes. And I am utterly convinced that is the only way you get this kind of carry through from episode to episode, this kind of conviction from the character and the writer merging and wedding to show us what's the potential of this form of art, this form of storytelling. And right now, the apex predator of this form of serialized television storytelling is Babylon 5. An amazing show. I get to watch with an amazing community. Friends, thank you so much. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye. So where should we say goodbye from? I get myself choked up thinking about this, friends, but I thought about this in the episode. And where are we saying goodbye from? Well, the bomber's still out there. You know, Sheridan and Garibaldi, everybody's looking for him. Londo has to step away. He has an errand he has to run. So friends, you and I come in to Lanier's room. We sit down and we just talk about the events of the day, about anything, just so our guy can hear our voice, because all life is precious. Friends, until we get to watch another one of these precious episodes, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.